The future is bright indeed. We're all of us dreaming of the better days ahead, and a part of your bright new future could be a move to where the magic lives in the greater Orlando area of Florida. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. Victor Naraki is the realtor who can help you make the move you've always wanted to. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or looking to move near Disney World, Victor is in your corner. If you are looking for an experienced real estate agent covering all of Central Florida, please visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today and find out just why you should work with Victor. I encourage you to create a free, no-obligation account on his website. By doing so, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today or visit his Facebook page, Victor Naraki Realtor. And don't forget to tell him the Grand Circle Tour podcast sent you.
And we're live!
Hey, kids!
Fucking Parts Unknown. And I am once again not Stan Solo.
Neither am I.
Well, thank you for filling in tonight, Jay.
Yes.
Stan can't join us because he's not feeling great. And so we all hope he starts feeling much better very soon.
Is Stan real anymore? Or is he a
real?
figment of our imagination?
Is he one of those replica AIs we just see but never actually see?
I think so. Something's going on. I don't know.
You know, if I can talk Stan into coming to Disney World in 8 weeks, it will be 1,000 times more fun with him there.
Yes. There he
Stan
is.
here. Hey, gang, he says.
But is it the real Stan?
I know. How do we know?
Yeah, prove it. Show a picture with the newspaper. Proof of life, dude.
Hi,
Proof
Katie.
of life. Hi, Katie.
So we have Chris.
Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Mary.
Teresa.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Mom.
I'm filling in, but you guys had the exciting week. I'm just going to sit back and hear you guys talk.
I know. Poor Stan. It's been so long. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, so hi, Jeff. I need a beignet now. Jeff just made beignets on their show, so now I'm dying for something sweet.
It made me so hungry. I'm ready for some Disney beignets.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Beignets are great. I love those.
Mickey shaped beignets are the very best.
Well, and right now they have
Mickey-shaped
the
everything is
heart-shaped
best.
one.
So this guy named Stan says we killed Stan and are covering up for it. He just knows.
I know. I forgot
That's
what he
something
looked like.
the evil twin would say.
You know, I'm starting to forget what he looks like.
Mhm.
Jeff, where's our beignets? Because we want some.
They made a ton of them, but they're probably
I
gone.
know. You put them in some dry ice and send them to our 3 states right away. Overnight, FedEx. I'm ready.
They taught us how to make them, though. So
Well,
You know
there
what?
we go.
I like my black thumb in the garden. I have a black thumb in the kitchen. I married somebody who does all the cooking for me.
okay, just give them the
So,
recipe. then.
so your version of a kitchen timer is when the smoke alarm goes off.
Pretty much. I could burn cereal if you let me. Marry if you want to be happy the rest of your life, make a foodie your partner.
They
They did pretty good.
Skipper J.
And then
Nope.
they did like cheating ones, and they used. Well, he went to the store to buy like those Pillsbury, the pop biscuits,
Mhm.
but they didn't have any biscuits, so he got the crescent rolls and then fried those up. He said they were good, but they didn't taste like obviously beignets. But
You know what? Nothing tastes like Disney beignets. I swear to God, it's something about that Disney flavor is perfect. But a word of warning: last time I had beignets, it was at Cafe Orleans in Disneyland, and there was so much sugar. I got sugar in my hair, and I was wearing a hat.
that's literally what Stan just said on Jeff's show in the comments.
Stan, quit ripping me off, dude. Quit ripping me off.
Word for word. That is so funny. And I'm like, wait, I'm like, hair, Stan?
I did. Yeah, I took the hat off on the way home, and there was like sugar raining down. I was like, "Uh-oh, I'm going to get in trouble. This looks bad."
And yet, in my experience, they still don't have the same amount of powdered sugar as at Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I would like to try those ones. Really, Chris, I might try it. I have a couple, cans of the crescent rolls around here. Maybe I'll try that.
Uh-oh. Mary, what did Neva do? Is she in trouble? Did she go beignet crazy like Skipper J?
Exactly, Jeff. What hair?
What hair, right? See, Stan, quit stealing my jokes. Just because I'm the jungle skipper doesn't mean they're recyclable.
What's so funny is that when you go around the area where they sell the beignets, you see just piles all over the ground. You can tell where everybody was sitting. It's so funny of powdered sugar. It cracks me up every time. Frozen pie shells. That's so funny.
See,
So-
I knew it. I knew it. A confession. A confession from our captain.
That is so funny. I'm like, wait a second. I just heard that 4 minutes ago on someone else's show.
I only know it because I said it on an episode like 3.5 years ago.
So funny. Hi, Kevin. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So Justin just went to Disneyland. He just got back. What's today? Yesterday?
No, we got back Saturday.
Yeah.
We got back Saturday. And this is Monday, I think.
Yeah. I have no idea. The kids are
After
honestly
vacation, it's always a bit of a blur, as you're trying to get settled back in and get back to work and all of that. Oh.
I gotta be honest. Ever since retirement, I have no idea what day is this anymore. I'm like Monday, Sunday, Thursday. It's all the same now. It's great.
It's all Blur's Day.
It's all Blur's Day, and I love it.
Yeah. Jason did just say retirement. Yeah. He, I guess, looks younger than yeah.
I told you I'm really 75.
He looks good for his age,
Uh-huh.
I told you I'm really 75. I just hide it well.
So funny.
Because I'm a child on the inside.
But yeah, so I went to Disneyland with my wife. We were there Tuesday through Friday. So we had 4 full days there. We were at Disneyland 3 of the days and DCA the 4th day. Well, technically the 3rd day of the 4. But anyway.
But you guys got together and hung out, and that's what I want to hear about. I'm going to sit back, hit mute, and just listen.
But we got to do our tip of the week first.
All right, let's get that going. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, so today's tip of the week, as always, is brought to you by Victor Naraki of DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. And the tip actually comes, this tip comes from me, from my recent experience at Disneyland, which is that now, when you go to a theme park, you're always like, if you're like me, you're doing your research ahead of time. You know what you're going to do. You know all this stuff. So for example, you might want to run off to Rise of the Resistance right away at rope drop. Great time to get there. That's not the tip. The tip is to know which way you're going. You need to plan out your path ahead of time and do your research on that, because we researched incorrectly. The one morning we got there, so you'd line up right by the Frontierland entrance. They line you all up. We were ahead of a lot of people. They drop the rope, you take off, running through Frontierland. Now you get to the end of Frontierland there at that river. You can go left or you can go right. And so we went, well, obviously you go off to the left, because you're going to get to the entrance of Galaxy's Edge right by where the Rise of the Resistance line starts. Wrong, as we found out, because everyone else is going to the right. And the reason is that as they wind through Galaxy's Edge and go up to the entry point, that's the direction the line starts to form. So by the time we got up there going around to the left, that line of all those people who'd gone off to the right were lining up, and the person and the cast member at the front of the line was like, nope, go to the back of the line. So all those people that we had been ahead of at rope drop were now all in front of us.
And I had no idea until Justin just told me. Because I haven't gone on Rise since they stopped doing the boarding groups. But we are going for a couple days this coming week, and I would have totally did what he did because it makes the most sense. So that's a really good tip.
Same. I would have thought just the same thing naturally. Being a Disneyland person, run all the way to the left.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad, Justin, you told us this, because you saved me in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you think, oh well, we'll go around to the left. We'll go past Pirates and Haunted Mansion and Critter Country and come up by the Hungry Bear Cafe.
All the good stuff.
So that is your tip of the week. And as always, that is brought to you by Victor Naraki of DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com.
He did end up getting a lightning lane.
I did get a lightning lane. So that is something that we did.
Mm-hmm. Victor Naraki, DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. I am using him when I move. I trust Victor. I feel like I'm in great hands with Victor. Everybody, if you're using Move Victor, he's the best.
Wait, did you say if you're using Move Victor? Did you?
Yeah, he has interesting word usements.
It's Monday night. My words might get a little dyslexic. I just want to sit back and listen.
Using, I'm like,
if you're
I
moving,
think what he is
use
trying
Victor.
to say is that if you are moving to the Orlando area, use Victor Naraki. He is an excellent guy to use for all of your real estate needs. He will find the place for you.
Your husband caught that too.
Thanks, Chris. Wait till the show's over. We have a talk.
So funny. So Ethan just said he got his magic key, so that's cool. I know. He's been buying tickets. I'm like, don't just buy a magic key.
Yeah.
Stop buying day tickets. Crazy. So that's good. Hi, Monica.
Oh, really, Chris? Wait till this is over. We're gonna have a talk.
Oh, so funny. So Justin hadn't been to Disneyland since 2016. So there was a ton of changes that they got to experience. So
well, yeah. So not only are we talking like Galaxy's Edge, obviously, but also all the retheming on Pixar Pier, Avengers Campus, even Mission Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. That
ride's not about you. Yours is in Florida.
So yeah, they're still.
To be fair, Jay, the Tower of Terror in Florida was always better than the one in Disneyland, anyway.
Always be. It will always be.
Yeah,
it will always be the greatest theme park attraction ever made. I'm going to shut up because I want to hear about Justin's trip.
Yeah, so Walt Disney World still is not selling annual passes, but Disneyland is selling Magic Keys, but only a couple of them. They stopped selling the highest tier, And I don't know, Ethan, are you still watching? Which one did you get? Because I know they stopped selling the highest tier, which was a dream. So I don't know if they're going to resell those or what's going on. Like, what's happening?
Again, I can't remember all the Disney World annual passes. Pixie Dream, Sorcerer, incredible. But the Disneyland ones, Banana Orange, Magic, Pie, Kiwi, I could not tell you which one is which. I don't know why.
They have like cruise ship names. Enchant, Dream, Imagine.
Banana, Kiwi, Orange, Man, Woman, TV. Right,
so
Mary?
Was this right when you walked in? Like the first time?
This wasn't actually the first day. This was, I think, the third day. I think it was actually the day that we met up with you that I took this picture. This one was from my first day because that's one of the pictures I always have to get.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny? Like there's certain pictures you have a million of already that you've taken over the years. It doesn't change. But
it doesn't change, but I might get a better picture on this trip than before.
Yeah.
You never know. It might be just that tiny bit better.
I love this one.
Yeah, we get to meet R2-D2 in the park in Galaxy's Edge.
Excuse me, I'm going to die of jealousy over here.
I haven't even seen him.
He was there with a couple of cast members around him, and
awesome picture, Dustin.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
So yeah, I kind of like snuck up behind him, and Monica took a picture. You know, this was also.
I might have been tempted to put R2 in my bag and take him home.
You can make your own.
It's not the same. It's not the real one.
I kind of like this the way they they put the porg there.
Yeah.
It's cute.
We did a pretty good job, I think, of reacting without knowing what we were going to be reacting to. So Galaxy's Edge was a lot of fun. I'd seen Galaxy's Edge in Florida. And so this is very similar. I mean, it's a lot of the same layout. It's not identical, but it's pretty darn similar. So having been at the Florida one, it's easy to kind of figure out where everything was.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, percentage-wise, how similar is it? Like 90, 98? What is it percentage-wise, the similar?
It's, I would say like 95 to 98% similar. I mean, it's very similar. Some of the vehicles might be a little different, or some of the robots that are droids and stuff that are out might be a little different, but the overall layout and everything is very similar. Very similar.
I wish when they did these photos, though, it wouldn't take that much for them to kind of get rid of some of the people in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really wouldn't be that difficult for them to do that very quickly. But Kevin, yes, the Magic Key is the annual pass for Disneyland and California Adventure.
Yeah, Stan asks if R2 was moving around, and yes, he was. He seemed to be like on his own. I don't know if one of the cast members had a remote to control him or whatever, but he was out there moving around.
Not gonna lie, I would have stolen him.
Yeah, I bet those are a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we did ultimately get on to Rise of the Resistance a couple of times, but yeah, the first time, that first day, then since we didn't get in at Rope Drop, we did end up buying the Lightning Lane. In fact, we did that. That was the first day we did the Lightning Lane. It was like the second day that we tried to get there in the morning, because we came in. It was about noonish. We got to the park.
Mm-hmm.
So you also did the Genie Plus. So you paid for that. And at Disneyland, it's $20 per person per day to add that on. And then you did Lightning Lane for
We did Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance, and that was $20 each. And I have to say, I mean, I get why they offer it and all of that. I paid it, but I kind of resented that I had to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like Disney kind of loses a little bit of goodwill when I do that. So I think long term, that's not a great plan for them.
Right, because you feel like you were taken, like you wouldn't have fully experienced everything that you wanted to because you tried to road drop it, but you weren't able to because of logistic reasons. And so you felt like you had to, like you were forced to pay it, but you really didn't want to because you already paid enough for your tickets and hotel and all of that.
I'm going to be honest here. If I'm going to pay for Lightning Lane, then I want it to go back to the way of the ticket books, drop admission price, and then charge me per attraction. But you drop that admission price way, way down.
To like $4?
That'd be wonderful. Be there every day.
Yeah, for me, it's like the Genie Plus, I can almost just kind of like mentally add that to the cost of my ticket. But the extra ones like the Rise of the Resistance for $20 each and Web Slingers was $10 each. I mean, that sort of nickel and diming on top of all of that. It feels like extra. And it's like, and I'm sitting there on my phone having to do it on the spot.
Yeah.
Which, makes you more aware of it when you're there. Whereas like buying the Genie Plus ahead of time, it's like I say, you can almost just kind of bundle it as part of the ticket price. But once you're there, it's just part of your experience and you kind of forget about that you paid extra for it. Or at least it's easier to forget that you paid extra for it.
Gonna be honest, I'm 8 weeks out from Disney World. I'm going what I call Disney Commando. I'm not gonna use Lightning Lane or Genie Plus at all when I go in a few months.
Well, and so Justin obviously had the Genie Plus on his phone, and so I was trying to like look at it when he was trying to add rides and things, and it's not like, I don't know, it just seems not very, I mean, I guess it's easy to use, but it's also not like pretty, I don't know. And then it was in the evening when he was trying to add some rides to his Genie Plus, and there was really nothing left. So he said like once you hit 3:00, there really wasn't anything left.
Yeah, like Rise of the Resistance, I mean, obviously it sells out. And by the time you're getting like 6:00 at night, there's a lot of it just really isn't there anymore. I mean, so it's like you're not getting a lot there. And even like California Adventure, it just seemed like a lot of the stuff that was on there didn't necessarily need to be, because I mean, just kind of the attractions that are there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it made more sense to have it at Disneyland than at California Adventure even.
So Lily, you said it's not easy to use. Did you use it too, and you didn't think it was?
And I found it easy enough to use, I guess. I didn't have any problems with it other than occasionally I would be like, okay, I'm getting this for like $12.35, and I'd go through all the steps. And by the time I'd hit confirm and whatnot 3-4 times to get it finalized, it was $12.55 now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So occasionally got pushed back. Usually it was like, like 5 or 10 minutes. But the one time it was like I went up to the ride at like 12:35 or whatever, only to realize when I got there that it was like, no, I still have 20 minutes.
So Chris asked what happens if you pay for it and the ride breaks down. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but I think you experienced that.
A couple of things. I think this happened to me on Star Tours, so this was just a Genie Plus, not the Lightning Lane or whatever. But it broke down while I was there. I got Genie Plus for both Monica and I, and then she wanted to go off and be on the canoes or whatever. So I had scanned in because it had been down, and I was there just so they were like opening the doors, so letting everyone in. So I scanned in, got on the ride, or got in the line, got up to the front of the line, and they were like, before they'd even let anyone on, they were like, nope, we're closed again, and sent everyone out. But so my Genie Plus changed to a multi-experience pass.
Was that good for
on like everything?
Yeah, except for Rise.
Except for things like Matterhorn, Rise, anything with the extra lightning lane stuff. So that we ended up using that at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run later on that evening. So that was kind of nice. And as I understand it, I mean, the same kind of thing happens if you're in line if one of these lines breaks down during the time you have assigned that you've paid for. They will give you like one of those multi-experience things, and it'll last. It's good for at any point of the day. Then after that,
right. But if you pay for the lightning lane and the ride does not reopen, they will give you a refund.
Okay.
Yeah,
which is a direct refund, because if you're leaving the next day, you'll get your money back.
Yeah, which is disappointing, obviously, because you already made the decision and forked out the money, and then you don't get to ride it. But whatever, that's a whole nother issue. But
totally off topic, Justin. Just really quick, I have to ask: how did Monica like the canoes? Because I've been banned not once but twice. So how did she enjoy it?
She loved it. I have a couple of pictures of her in the canoes here coming up.
Oh, great!
When we get to that, but she's the sort of person. She grew up around water. She had a swimming pool in town, and her parents had a lake cabin for the summer and vacations and such. So she loves anything water related. So that was why she wanted to go on the canoes. And she really loved it.
Into the Mark Twain, and that was the second time I was banned.
Oh my gosh. I've never done the canoes that I remember. Maybe as a child, but I do not remember it at all.
I know where that is. Add that.
Well, that puts you ahead of Stan, apparently.
Right? That's why Stan needs to come with me to Disney World.
We had to give Stan a hard time. I posted this to our kind of internal discussion group, just for fun that day. And Stan had to ask us, where's that from? And we're like, Stan, that's from me. And
we got to get you back in the parks.
All world. Stan is all of our best friends, so we can make fun of him.
He's been away from the parks for way too long.
Stan, 8 weeks. Come with me. We'll split a room. I'm not kidding. Just come with me. We'll have a great time.
Stan, I don't think so. I am not doing the canoes when it is 85 degrees out. You are crazy.
Banned not once but twice. Don't do it, Holly. It's not that fun.
I don't even want to know what you did to get banned.
I crashed into the Mark Twain.
One of the music machines at the back of I want to say Candy Palace.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Candy Palace. Yeah. And we actually got some quarters, and we played that. That plays for quite a while.
It does, yeah.
But that was a lot of fun.
We did an episode that involved one of our podcast episodes involved those machines.
I love that picture.
So something very crazy happened on Justin's trip. Halfway in between his trip, it went from you have to have masks on to no masks. So there's going to be several pictures where there's masks on indoors, and then 2 days into his trip, right, it changed to no masks.
2 days in, yeah. So Tuesday and Wednesday, masks were required anytime you were indoors.
Right.
Whether it's a ride, whether just in the line, in the stores, everywhere. And then Thursday, Friday, that all changed, and it was optional. Basically, if you're vaccinated, you didn't have to wear the mask. If you're unvaccinated, you're supposed to wear the masks, but
are they checking? Okay.
No one was checking, because I mean that it would be too impractical for them to check everyone all the time.
So yeah,
it'd be kind of hilarious if they did. To be honest.
So depending on the day, photos are going to be a little different.
So I think if I recall correctly, this was the time that we went on Smuggler's Run, and we were paired up with a family of 4 that apparently did not speak English. They only spoke Spanish. And so the 2 kids wanted to be pilots.
Oh,
we love those.
That was a rough ride, I bet. Oh, my goodness.
So we had these 2 kind of like, like middle school, high school age kids as pilots, and the mom was one of the gunners, and then this really young kid was the other gunner, and I sat behind him, and so I started helping him out. Because with the gunners, like for example, you can choose like manual or automatic for targeting and such. So I was like, let's get this kid on automatic and try to point him toward the right button to push at least.
You're such a good guy, because I'd be like, oh no, that's the gunner seat. Give me that, kid. Give me your piloto ticket.
Oh my goodness.
So we tried to help out as much as we could. We're on our Google Translate going, what's left and right, you know.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny.
But one of the other times that we were on it, and Monica and I were pilots that time, we actually got the second thing of coaxium. And that was the first time I'd ever gotten more than the one. So I was kind of excited about that.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
Have you done Chewy mode yet?
You know, we talked about, well, we should totally do Chewy mode. But I told Monica, okay, I think we all have to cooperate, and I don't know what any of the buttons we have to push to make that happen. So
yeah,
no, we're not going to do that.
I've never even tried that either.
Stan, come with me. We'll make it happen. I know you're watching. Come with me. 8 weeks.
So this is us on Carsland on Radiator Springs Racer, and if you can tell from Monica's face, this is why she doesn't do drop rides.
But the lady in the front row too, in the middle, look at her face too.
She looks terrified.
Yeah.
And here I am on Mission Breakout. So the first day I was on there, so that was Wednesday that I got on there, and I couldn't get the ride photo because off in the background there was one guy who didn't have his mask on all the way, so that I couldn't get my photo. But on that one, I was like right here, front and center, like where this guy is.
Okay, Justin, I'm going to ask you the most controversial question I'm ever going to ask you.
Don't do it. Don't ask it. You don't
know
want
I love Tower. And I'm cool with Guardians in California because it's no one was there. How'd you like it?
You know, I love Guardians of the Galaxy to start with. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies, and so I love the characters. I love that energy. So I really enjoyed it. Now, I would say that in comparison to like the drops and such, this one gives you a lot more up and down. It's shorter drops and a lot more of them, as opposed to Tower of Terror, where they really are trying to do a lot more of taking you all the way to the top and dropping you all the way to the bottom. So it depends on what you like in terms of that part of it. This one, even like when you are sort of stopped at a floor, you're not stopped. You're still kind of bouncing a little bit. Whereas Tower of Terror, they bring you up to a floor and they stop you dead and then bring you up or down from there.
Jay, have you rode this?
I have.
Oh, okay. I can remember.
And I hate to admit it because I love the Florida Tower, and the California version was never as good.
Correct.
So I do think the retheme works wonderful in California. But if you touch the Florida one, I'll never walk into Hollywood Studios again.
I don't see them doing that. But yeah, this ride I think is so much better than the Tower of Terror that was there. It is so much better.
It really works.
It does. And it's so fun. I was kind of trying to talk Monica into going, but I know she doesn't like drops, but it's so different. And like he said, it's not just the falling. It's like throwing you up and then bouncing you down. I don't know. Like it's just so fun.
I laughed and had a great time all the times I've been on Guardians because it's such a fun ride.
Yeah.
I just giggle the whole time.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun, and I love the music. I listened to Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love by Elvis a couple of times, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
This is where Monica's ride. So this is what she did while I was on Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a cute picture.
It is a really cute photo.
Mary, I love you. I just do. You know what to say to me.
So I met up with this person. Let me check my notes. I think her name was Holly. Oh, there she is.
It was so crazy. I was trying to go live as I was walking into the park, and the live button was missing. I don't know where it went to on Facebook. It was gone. But it was so funny because it was really, really crowded. And I'm like, okay, scanning, looking for them. And then I'm like, oh, there he is. That shirt. How could I miss it? I saw him from a mile away.
And I was wearing the jacket on top of that shirt even. And she could still spot me halfway down.
I love this pic. You guys look great in this pic.
It was such a beautiful day. It was a little windy, but yeah, it was. I mean, look at it. It's super clear, beautiful.
I love that you guys put
beautiful
Mickey
weather
right between you.
See, now it was beautiful weather this day. Now, the night before, so we were getting. So it was raining a little bit, like it does, kind of sprinkling. And we went on It's a Small World, and we get off of. So we're as we're finishing that up, we're still in the boat. We're coming out. It's like still raining a little bit, and we're like, all right, no big deal. I've got my waterproof jacket and my water resistant pants and whatnot. I'm like, it's fine. And we see some lightning, and everyone in the boat just goes. I'm like, come on, guys, it's just some lightning. By the time we got off that boat, it was pouring. It was a deluge of rain and hail. It was slushy rain.
You're like, wait, where am I?
So we were they wouldn't let us into the store there because it's like they were already packed full by that point. So we're like, okay, well, where do we go? And of course, it's like we're looking around going, this is, we want indoors, and this is the most outdoors section of the park.
Right?
And there's nothing indoors but at least 100 yards.
Yeah.
We ended up all the way over at Tomorrowland, hiding under the corner of the building by Star Tours, waiting for them to open.
You should have ran over to the bridge under It's a Small. Going to Toontown.
Yeah, the gag factory's gone. You can't even run into that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to head off in that direction because I think Monica was thinking we could get on another ride.
Oh yeah.
But then of course they shut them all down because of the lightning.
Do you have that photo of the lightning you took?
I don't have that in here.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to add that. There's Monica and I at that same spot. So yeah, it was a beautiful day that day. And here we are at Avengers Campus.
I made them do this. I'm like, okay, come on, guys. You know what to do, right? You got to act like you're falling. Monica doesn't like pictures. So I'm like, come on, get over here.
That is the spot for when you've been to Rita's Margaritas one too many times.
Right? So
that was...
Yeah. When you're in front of it, though, it looks like nothing. And then when you look at the photos, it does this. It's crazy how it works.
Yeah, it really does. It doesn't look like that when you're looking at it from above. It looks like a flat surface, but then here it kind of has that look. It's just kind of strange how that works. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So yeah, this was the first time we'd seen Avengers Campus. And that's a good picture too. And I like it overall. It's a bit small and it only has the one ride. But they're clearly trying to pack as much as they can into that small space. And there's a ton of characters that we saw there.
Wait. They have one ride? What do you think about Spider-Man? It's not that good?
No, I'm saying it's one ride. They don't have more than that for rides in that land, as it were.
Yeah, no, it's not that good. We didn't get one of all three of us, huh?
We did not.
What the heck? Oh my gosh. I never saw this photo.
There was one time, and you can kind of see here, people are parking their scooters and strollers in front of that door.
We're like, such
no
disrespect.
No respect.
They don't know it's. Oh, I love this pic, you guys.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion. And it didn't have any overlays or anything, so that was nice.
Thank God.
So I think this was Friday morning when we went around to the right this time, so we did get on Rise that morning.
That's good. That's cute.
Oh, we're on the carousel. And there's Monica.
Oh, cool.
Front row.
You can see she's loving that.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still have my picture with the circle and line through it? That's
Yes,
all I want to know.
they do.
Okay.
Hi, Beatrice.
So yeah, so she did that. She also did the raft out to the island, and she was saying that when you go there, it just goes straight to the island, but when you come back, it goes all the way around that whole area.
Wow.
So she got a picture of like the pirate gold there. She's officially a pirate now, and a couple of pictures going around on that raft.
That's cool.
Of course, the Dapper Dans. Who doesn't love the Dapper Dans?
Yeah.
I love it when they go around in that and sing. Love it.
So I took a selfie with Mickey.
That's cute. I can't believe we didn't get a picture of all three of us. That's ridiculous.
The heck, you guys?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
how
don't know why
cool
we
is
didn't
it?
think of that.
He goes to Disneyland for 4 days and finds this on day 1, and I'm there all the time, and I've never seen this. Like,
I was like, hey, it's Craig's picture.
yeah. So I have to go find that this week.
So anyone who hasn't been paying attention on our page, Craig says that there are some more prints of his Lion King that they're going to be selling. He's going to be signing them and they'll be selling them.
Cool. Yeah. So I know this was $3.99. It was a fail. We even talked about taking a photo of all three of us, and they even had the photo pass. So we have no reason that we didn't. That's really ridiculous. So I know that the Dumbo print there was $3.99. Did it come with that frame? Do you know?
It was listed as a framed canvas, so I would assume it comes with the frame.
Okay, because that's really not a bad price because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I saw another one. It was like a nice Cinderella one. It was $3.99 too. Obviously not by Craig, but if it comes in with that nice frame, it's a good deal. Was Chris being serious?
Yeah.
Really?
He loves the Dapper Dance.
Cool.
I love the Dapper Dans. They are fantastic.
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. He only busts out the song all the time, but you know.
And of course,
yeah,
we
exactly,
did get to Oga's Cantina, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh.
And here are some. So here we're into some of the characters. So Disneyland has so many characters out. It's just crazy. We were constantly taking pictures of different characters. We got Mickey and Minnie, Mickey in front of his house. Mickey.
So that is one thing. When I was with them at Avengers Campus, I saw the most characters I've ever seen in those few hours that we were at Avengers Campus with Monica and Justin that I've ever seen. It was crazy. Monica's like, we have to come out more often so you have a better experience. Like, I've never seen Iron Man. That was the first time I'd seen Iron Man. I've never seen, we saw, I've never seen Captain America there. So I usually always see Thor and Loki. That's it. Those are the only two I ever see there.
Gotta be honest, I'd be okay with that.
No, I needed to see Iron Man. That was awesome. And then we saw Doctor Strange. We saw the Wakanda. Are they warriors? What is their actual name?
Dormelage?
The Dormelage.
Yes. And we saw Black Panther. We saw the Spider-Man show. Who else?
Holly,
Yeah,
I double dog dare you, Holly. Next time you see Black Panther, go pss, 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 here, kitty. When he comes by,
He was up on. And then
they even had Coco out at one point. We had the cavalcade with Anna and Elsa.
No, Mary, this time I was drinking. I'm not normally drinking. This time I was drinking. And we saw the most characters. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we saw like just tons of characters. The first time the one time I was on Incredicoaster, the one morning, Elastigirl was out, but right where Frozone is there, and she was waving at us as we were sitting in the cars waiting to take off.
Yeah, that's cool.
Of course, R2 saw Chewbacca. Got pictures of BB-8. So the first time we were on Rise, we got right there in the front row, so I had to take a picture of the droid that's guiding us through. We got Hondo and his droid.
Are you like me? Do you love having to explain who Hondo is to people?
We had interaction with the stormtroopers, asking us what we were doing with our
fun.
data pad. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, here at Marvel. So I got a lot of pictures, but we saw Iron Man. I didn't get a picture of them or the Dormelage or Black Panther, but I did see all of them. But Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, saw Groot and Gamora.
Oh, I've never seen Groot either, I don't think.
Doctor Strange, Loki, yeah.
Is that the world's greatest sandwich?
Are you really going to talk about this?
Finally, yes. I'm going to fill the last 14 minutes with just Monte Cristo.
So we did try the Monte Cristo.
If you don't say it was the best sandwich you've ever had in your life and will ever have again, you're off.
I guess he's off.
I will give you. I will say that it is a totally solid 100% meh. I think I killed Jay.
I have to be there when you tell him it's meh.
The world's greatest sandwich, people. The world's greatest sandwich.
I like the beignets. I like a ham and cheese sandwich. Nah, I didn't like them together.
I think my heart
it was
just
okay.
stopped. Hold on.
It was okay, but I probably wouldn't go have it again.
So what Justin's telling you people, it's the world's greatest sandwich, and you'll never have anything better in your life.
So funny.
And these were obviously over at Trader Sam's. So it's the hippopotami tie and a zombie. And we did get the souvenir mugs. So we do have these mugs now.
And those were a cool $247 each.
200.
We don't talk about pricing. we don't talk about how much money I spent on things.
I never check my Amex bill. When I get back, I just pay it.
Yeah, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a good moment.
We certainly don't talk about how much that cost.
Is that Luke's?
Yeah, that's Luke's Return of the Jedi saber. Yep.
Okay, you're redeemed for now.
We did not eat at Pim's, but we did get a drink over there.
So we got the Honey Buzz, and that was supposed to be Plymouth gin with lemon juice and honey syrup and a honey straw.
And more honey.
We did not get a honey straw, but boy, did we get honey syrup. That drink was pretty much all honey. And then Monica got the Experiment. So that's Patron Silver tequila with mango and habanero syrups and mango flavored boba.
That sounds really good.
So they do not have good drinks there, but it was a good experience and good company, and we enjoyed ourselves, and we got to see all the characters around us. But yeah, the drinks were
really
they were not great.
Yeah.
Were they very watered down or just very weak, or what was it?
Well, no, it's like I said, the honey one was it was like all honey.
Yeah, in fact, I got some on my hands, and it was like honey. Like I spilt a jar of honey on my hands. Like it was crazy.
You had Spider-Man hands. You could just stick to anything. Stan wants to know if it's worse than the blue milk.
Well, I haven't had the blue milk, so I can't say for sure. But
Killing me, Smalls.
I mean, if you
It was a
like
tie.
drinking honey, I mean, it's fine.
It was together. Monica's drink and our drink made a great concoction if you have a sore throat. Between the lemon and the honey.
Yeah, apparently she got all the lemon and we got all the honey, and that was about the size of it.
So we were phlegm free for days.
Is that a COVID
we
cocktail?
What was that?
Is that a COVID cocktail, honey and lemon?
Cocktail.
But it was fun.
But yeah, so we did try some different snacks. We had a Matterhorn macaroon.
And
You'd think I've been having
and
those
the
drinks up now.
Choco
Okay.
Smash bar. You
What was that?
The Choco Smash bar.
We did have the Choco Smash bar at Pim's Test Lab.
Yeah.
Well, it was from Pim's Test Kitchen, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. Very large.
Yeah. So I just got a knife and cut it up into pieces, and we all shared that. So that was good.
So that worked really well because I can't imagine eating that whole thing.
Yeah.
Of
So
course,
yeah,
I had to have a Dole Whip. We had a corn dog from the Little Red Wagon. Those were pretty good.
Always good. Just
Always had to have a waffle cone because I always have ice cream. We had churros a couple of times, including we were waiting for the fireworks to start on Friday night.
Yeah. Do you have more photos? Was that it?
That was it for the photos
Okay.
that I had.
Are we just staring at our black screen?
I know. So Kevin, over in Galaxy's Edge, they have, and I don't know the whole theming or story behind these milks, but they're like frozen type of drink, and there's green milk and blue milk, and they're both horrendous and like $9 each, and they're awful.
Yeah, I think aren't they actually like almond milk or something like that?
But it's kind of like almond
food
milk
coloring?
mixed with like a Skittle. Like they're so bad.
Blue milk is from the amazing classic film Star Wars: A New Hope. Green milk is from the awful film no one should ever watch. It should go into a dustbin called The Last Jedi.
Okay, so that's the idea behind them, and they are a hot item in Galaxy's Edge. Tons of people buy. There's lines for days, and they're terrible. We got both of them a few months ago because I've been hearing about them for years, and even Lincoln and Monroe, Simon and Addie, nope, we had to toss them. Even the kids would not drink them. So
yeah, Jay, you and I, we should put together a show sometime. We could talk about those three sequel films and what went wrong.
Can we please? I'm dying to do that episode. Because I have good things to say and bad things. I have good and bad to say, but I could talk for a good hour about all three of them.
We're gonna have to plan that episode now.
Let's do it. We need to do it.
We might have a detour coming up here.
As I call them, the theme park Star Wars films.
Lily said her son and daughter-in-law liked the blue milk. I remember there was one that tasted better than the other, and I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was the blue one. I don't know, but one of them is better than the other. But
yeah. Monica points out, we were so excited to see the fireworks. We forgot to take pictures of it. And that is true. But, I mean, so we actually, I know you had suggested watching the projections in front of Small World. We actually went in front of the castle because we were more interested in seeing the fireworks themselves than the projections, because we'd already seen the projections on the buildings before. So we were excited to see the fireworks, and that was fantastic.
Yeah,
not necessarily my style of music because I'm in the get off my lawn age, but
this is the Get Off My Lawn show.
But I have to admit, I mean, it's a very catchy beat and whatnot, so it still gets stuck in your head.
We have to go over, but It's a Small World too, because we need room for dancing. In fact, Monroe, when that show comes on, it's Mickey's Mix Magic, and she says, "Okay, I need room," and she makes sure she has a huge area in front of her because she dances through the whole show.
I so want to go with Monroe. We'd have a blast. Mary, you're always my favorite.
Mary can't say though. She's never been to Disneyland and been on
I
Guardians.
will take Mary to Disneyland myself, and we have a great time.
I would love for
Be
Mary
careful.
to
She
come
might hold
out.
you to that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
So funny. But yeah, I'm glad you guys got to see the fireworks.
Yeah, it was overall, it was just such a great experience. I missed being in the parks. I missed being in Disneyland. I loved seeing Space Mountain without an overlay. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen that without an overlay of any kind. And so just to be there and hear that classic daytime track again was awesome. I absolutely loved that. Of course, I also left my hat in the ride car, the one ride through, so I had to go back and get it. But had to bug the cast member going, okay, I was in row 5.
But they found it. So that
you got it back. I learned the hard way. If you lose your Oakleys, they're gone.
Well, for me,
yeah.
It was my goofy hat.
That is
comment?
The most classic Disney hat of all time, next to the mouse ears.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can buy this one anymore.
No, they haven't made that forever.
They have, I think, the Pluto one now. They do it with Hyperspace, and then they do the Ghost Galaxy.
They have done some other ones in the past, but those are the two main ones now.
Yeah, and then like the Michael Jackson one, didn't they? I don't remember what that was called.
The Ghost Galaxy was great. I remember I was there for the Red Hot Chili Peppers one.
The Ghost Galaxy.
They did a couple of those kind of the rock and roll ones, and that was, and we talked about that on our detour about Space Mountain, but they had at one point, the plan was that was going to be kind of the nighttime thing, was kind of like the rock and roll soundtrack, and then the classic one that we're used to was the new daytime track.
That's funny.
And they kind of abandoned that rock and roll overlay.
For the best, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was kind of off-putting. I love the Chili Peppers, but it was odd to hear them on a Disney ride.
But Ghost Galaxy is a fun one. It's a good one for Halloween time.
Yeah,
and Hyperspace Mountain, I love what they did with that.
Yeah.
I think they made it feel like the ride was designed for that attraction. I mean, for that overlay. So that's fantastic. I also loved seeing Haunted Mansion without an overlay. You know, to see the classic original, and that I really enjoy that. I know it's a little shorter than the one in Florida, but I don't know, it just seems like more detailed and more immersive than the one in Florida in some ways.
I gotta be honest, what I like about the California one better than the Florida one, you're in a very much tighter space. It feels more like a house. The California one, it's much more open. You're in a warehouse, so it gives you that lost feeling as you're going through it.
That's a good description. Mary said, do you see Mary's? She said that she had a hat like that as a kid. She bought it. Her grandfather said not to, and then she lost it on Space Mountain. Yeah.
Disneyland.
Yeah, you need to come out, Mary, for sure.
Pirates is also, I mean, it's a lot better, I think, in California than Florida.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm going to both Disneyland and Disney World in the same year, I will skip Pirates in Florida.
Yes. Yeah, you totally can.
I know that's controversial, but I will totally skip it if I know I'm going to see it at Disneyland, because why do the Cliff Notes when you can do the whole thing?
But yeah, I absolutely loved every bit of my time. Well, except maybe when it was deluge pouring rain on and hail on me. Other than that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you
that was a bit of I missed being dry, but you know.
Yep.
Just so glad you guys got to go have a good time. It's great to see you guys at Disney.
Yeah, and it was great to meet up with Holly and meet her in person finally. So that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah,
we had a great time together.
It was so funny because Mary's like, "Wait, you're still hanging out with him? Like this was like in the evening or something." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, they can't get rid of me.
The GCT is Ohana. We're family.
And then I was like, oh shoot, maybe they were trying to get rid of me. Maybe they just thought I was coming for a couple hours, and I stayed with them all day.
We were fine. It was just like, but by the time it was getting to be like 8:30, I think it was, we were like, we're tired. We're going to bed.
So I just went on Instagram.
2 years of not being to the Y, not doing my exercise, and my legs were feeling it on this trip.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, you guys, Justin was.
He asked all of us. Let's be honest.
Asking?
He texted us all.
How do I get rid of her? That's so funny. Wow, Lily, you haven't been since the 80s. Yeah, you need to come out for sure. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and I should probably show this off here before we go too.
Oh, I'm wearing those ones too. I had to give Monica some earrings, of course. I know I get there and she didn't have earrings, and I'm like, are your ears pierced? And she put them right on and wore them.
Wait, I'm sorry. Holly, do you sell earrings, and where can we find those?
Yes, I do. Marvelous on mainstreet.com. And they're all right there on the website.
Can you say that one more time in case someone missed it?
Marvelous on mainstreet.com. Thank you, Jay.
We need to get an overlay here for you at some point.
Yeah. We need to start adding that into the episodes for you.
There we go.
Please. No, Kevin, I don't have it. I'm about to place another order. I need to get some more going. I was just trying to sell some of the stuff we had already, but
at Marvelous on mainstreet.com.
Yes, I'm trying to see. That's my little logo.
Let's see if I can.
It's kind of small.
Yep.
It's all blurry.
Yeah, it's
all kind of blurry. Yeah.
Marvelous on mainstreet.com.
But we are running out of time, so I think we're going to wrap this up, everyone. So thanks for joining us. And
thank you, Mary.
There we go. See, this is why she is our unofficial manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Mary is the HR manager for all of us, but she doesn't know it yet.
She knows it.
Oh, she knows it, yeah. Stan, 8 weeks, Disney World. Meet me there. Wild blast. We'll have more fun than these two did.
He might be able to swing it.
8 weeks, 8 weeks.
Try to keep up with Mary on a scooter. All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Oh, wait, here we need.
It's the Muppet Show.
Stan, sing.